get it worked on, and then set up a time to return it with some more appropriate and convenient to you.
Storage,
You
what I
also
love
get
about
complimentary
Genesis
5
is just how
years.
utilitarian it is, and you can store everything.
Anybody's looking to take a rest on the long road trip, it is there and ready to roll.
And
you need to get
here
is the wireless charger. Ta-da! So as long as the car start adding those as well, see if the interest probably in short. Hey, how's everyone doing today? My name is Diaz over here with Driven by Diaz. Thank you so much for taking time to tune in and watch my channel. For the first time, I'm posting a video here and we'll see how it goes, so bear with me. This is the 2025 Genesis GV80 Store Green with the incredible earth brown interior. One of the beautiful things about that I love about Genesis is they make it super easy as far as maintenance. This is not a headache like the other luxury brands. What do I mean to start out with this? You get these lovely 20-inch tires on the front and rear rims, so they are not staggered. You'll be able to rotate them along with your maintenance. Jumping right into maintenance with Genesis, you get an incredible service plan. You're going to get 3 years of maintenance, but it's valet maintenance where they're going to bring you a service loaner, take your car, get it worked on, and then set up a time to return it with some more appropriate and convenient to you. You also get complimentary 5 years, 60,000 bumper to bumper, 10-year, 100,000 on the powertrain. And over here at Lakeland Genesis, where I currently get to work at and have the privilege, is a nationwide lifetime powertrain warranty. What's really great about that is just the peace of ownership when it comes to it. Let's get into some of the things that are slightly different about the 2025 on the exterior while we're here. We have this lovely Chiron headlight style where they have the little LED lights and the double diamond stitch pattern. It is absolutely gorgeous with what they've done, and of course the side turning signals right here. Of course, what's comes standard with all the Genesis as far as safety features, you're going to get, of course, touch essentially there, but you have blind spot monitoring. This model also has the 360 cameras, adaptive cruise control, steering assist, lane centering, auto headlights, auto high beams, auto wipers. There's list goes on and on and on. So we're going to get into that a little bit more later. Starting out next, we're going to head into the trunk a little bit. One of the great things about Genesis is they have two options. You can turn it on or off. There's the proximity approach. Right now it's off just for the sake of the video. But when you get into this sector and you have the key fob in your pocket, it's going to automatically blink 3 times, knows that you're there, and then open the trunk. So if your hands are full, gone are the days where you have to balance your neck and maybe, just maybe, hit the trigger and the sensor to get the trunk opening up while your hands are full. Right over here, they made it super easy access. Just a single press right there by the rear windscreen wiper. And you're up and at it. It is fully adjustable, so you can pull it to the height you like, wherever you like. Press and hold, and it'll then reprogram to that new height, given the beeps. Right over here, they do have easy access, so you can lower the seats, access them just like that. That way you can utilize more full trunk space if you ever didn't need to have access to the second row. So if you need to do a lot of storage on a bigger trip, do something like this if you weren't taking an extra set of legs with you. Down here, storage. What I love about Genesis is just how utilitarian it is, and you can store everything and take it with you. So what do I mean by that? We've all had one of these privacy cargo covers before. I know mine always ends up in the garage. Same with my dad's, getting beat up, not there, being utilized when it actually needs to be. So it's absolutely fantastic. Genesis is all about the little details. They give you a storage spot for this, so that way when it's time you can have it, and not time you can just tuck it away. Seatbelts are in the way. They have this perfect little spot to hold them, so that way it's not. Just like that. Very simple. And boom. Now, if you're at the beach and you got anything that you want to keep private or safe, or you're doing any shopping for Christmas without the kids, and you don't want anybody seeing what's going on in there, there you go. It's ready to roll. Another thing I do love is they still give you access to the control of the AC in the third row right over here, which of course you can lock the kids out of there so they can't mess with it. A little more storage capacity back here as well, cup holders, a lot of great stuff. And this is all accompanied with an incredible sound system from Bang & Olufsen. Some more of the goodies you're going to continue to get on the Advanced package, which is really great, is these seats are reclining. You got the storage back here, and you can get super comfy. So it's not even like a little bit. You can get a lot of great distance right there. Pull it back and reset back to normal. Then you got the 3-prong at-home outlet, good for 150 watts, 2 fast chargers, and heated seats for any of the joint pains, anything like that. I know it sounds silly for us Floridians, but if you know, you know. Unfortunately, I do know at a young age is those heated seats are fantastic. You muscles a little sore, have any issues like that, or if it's just one of the few winter days. Over here, we do have the sunshade built in, so if the kiddos or anybody's looking to take a rest on the long road trip, it is there and ready to roll. You need to get the seat to move out the way it can. It's very utilitarian. One question that a lot of people ask that almost nobody has the answer to. This right here, no, it is not your dry cleaning hook. Right here is we still have your dry cleaning hook. This is the gentleman coat hook nook. So that way for your jacket for dinner or scarves, anything like that, you can just hook it and put it right over there and continue on your date night. And there you go. It's a very simple one that I get asked all the time. And it's just a little detail that gets missed over, but just to show, again, Genesis thinks of all the little details, and that's where they shine. There's so much value with this brand. Let's get into the next part. Now, before we get into the car, on the interior fully, I want to just do a nice little walk around so you can see just genuinely how gorgeous these vehicles are. The design team from Genesis is absolutely stellar. The body angles. This is not something that just blends in with the road. They knew what they were doing. We have an incredible team to put this together, and it is stunning. Check out what they did with the rear and the taillights as well. Just and one nice little good shot right here. And let's hop inside, start going all over the goodies. And this is where we're first greeted by this earth brown with the smoky green interior. We'll start going over some of the brand new stuff on the inside. I'm so excited to show you. This is the new steering wheel design and the dash right over here. What's great is we still carry over some other goodies we'll get into, but the brand new 27-inch display right here. So they have a few different things you can go over. You can still have the classic layout right here with your maps. So you can have that center one right in front of you, where it's just the maps in front of you. Then you can have one giant screen as the map. Then you can have just your information, your traditional one. Then you can have all your safety features in front of you. You can have it with the modern speedometer and tachometer. And so you can customize whichever page you want, but this is frankly one of the best layouts if you're looking to have a giant map in front of you. Edge to edge coverage right there. It is absolutely stunning. So some more things that are in here. This is where you can get to the adaptive cruise control. Super easy to turn on, set, and adjust the distance. Steering assist, lane centering. Right there was just how I was messing with the screen. Very easy to interact with. Doesn't take that long to learn at all. Volume up, volume down, mute, unmute the music, swipe to the next song, hang up or answer the phone. This is basically the Siri for the car. You should be used to that by now. One of the things I love is how easy it is to use Genesis system. So the headlights, you can struggle sometimes and you wonder, okay, what exactly am I doing? Especially while you're driving. They make it so easy right there. Of course, too, with the wipers, very easy to interact with. Some more stuff right over here. They have heated and cooled seats, and of course you can control the rear from here. The fans in the third row, everything like that. Very easy with all the hotkeys. So you don't have to worry about finding your AC built into the screen. We don't do that over here. We have the touch screen that you interact with, or this dial. Very easy to use, and also swipe capacity when you're on the map. So let me show you navigation. If you're to search something, it even will let you write out any little message. Let's see if it picks it up. There you go. You got the fingerprint sensor to lock out your profile, so all your contacts, your addresses, anything like that. If you do happen to valet quite often, you can keep your information locked out in private, but back into the hotkeys, built in the media and the radio, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and everything you can imagine. USB video, music, Bluetooth, AM, FM, Amazon Music, you name it, we got it. And what you're seeing over here with all these star buttons and dots, those are all hotkeys that you can customize. So under your profile, this is something you can set up, and you don't have to go back and forth with the misses. Just like right over here, we have the memory seats. You also have it, you can lock in those memory seats and that information to your profiles. I was already selected on one, but as you can see, you can have separate users, driver 1, driver 2, and a guest. This is where you'd utilize the fingerprint sensor as well if you desired to. Some more stuff I want to show you. It's really cool how easy it is to interact with this car. I know sometimes it can be intimidating if you've never seen something like this before, but this is a 3D setup. So if you want to say, hey, I need to mess with something as far as the inside of my car, boom, you can just do that. One of the things I want to show you is how amazing the seats are with this vehicle with ergo motion seats. They have massage seating on here as well, where you can customize everything about it. So the intensity, the session length, just like that. It's absolutely great. I'm telling you what, on the drive to I-4, when I've had to deliver one of these guests before, having the adaptive cruise control and the steering assist and lane centering will then activate highway driving assist 2.0. All you need to do is pay attention to the road, and it'll do the rest. You turn on your turning signal, it'll change lanes for you. As you can see right there, to show off a little bit of our 360 cameras in real time. But let's get into the smart posture care. If you go in here and enter in your information as accurate as you possibly can. I wish I was that small. There we go. This will adjust your seating position, your steering wheel, your mirrors, everything automatically for you without you having to do anything. So adjust all that, and then you can save the posture, and then it actually feels fantastic. So if I'm doing a longer road trip, this is definitely the way I'd want to go. But on top of that, the road trip, check this out. The mood curator, one of the new things for the 25s. You just need to relax right over here. Just press start and let Genesis take care of you and deliver an experience to keep you relaxed on I-4. Right over here is where we have the scents. So you can load up 2 different fragrances at a time. Use one or the other. Oh, I couldn't get the glare right. I apologize. So right there is where you would be able to adjust. If it's a little coming out a little too strong, you can always adjust the sensitivity and the strength of it right there. There's also the heated steering wheel. The heated steering wheel will also be tied in with the heated armrest. You can choose to have the right side off and the left side on. So that way, if the passenger on the right, like me and the missus, she loves to have it probably closer to this setup. I wish I was joking. On a nice cool night, she'll be over here cranking it. I'll be over here set up like this. This is just the way it is. So you married couples already know how it can be going back and forth with that. So it's nice to be able to have everything set up the exact way that you'd like. Some more stuff to go over in here that we did not lose. What's hiding in here is the wireless charger. Ta-da! So as long as the car is on and the doors are shut, then that wireless charger works, and you don't have to have anything fancy. Right over here with the fold phone, and then we got a little Amazon case. Nothing too crazy. It works as long as it says wireless charger. For the iPhone I'm using to record on, I do have an official little Apple part. Oh, goodness, where's my tongue? A little Apple product there, so that way you have the best of both worlds. So the top dollar cases and the cheap ones, they work. Long story short. Shifting, a little bit new, but super easy. Put your foot on the brake and twist till it won't let you twist anymore, and you're in drive. A little half twist the other way, and then you're neutral, all the way till it doesn't let you anymore, and you're reverse. Press back gear and park. Very easy to get the car into drive, and then close this up when you're done with it. You get several drive modes, of course, which is industry standard. Now we have the economy for the best fuel efficiency, slowest acceleration, of course, and then comfort is kind of the balance of how Genesis intended the car to be driven. Decent balance of the speed, comfort, and everything. We do have adaptive suspension and handling and steering right there. We have some cameras that'll pick up all the roads and the bumps and preemptively adjust the suspension, and or in sports mode, it'll stiffen the steering, stiffen the suspension, so you have a lot more feel from where the car's on the road while you're taking advantage of the twin turbo V6. It is just absolutely incredible. Right over here, you have the garage door openers. Easy as could be to program, done it with multiple guests. Press and hold this while simultaneously holding your garage door opener in the car. So press and hold both. You need 2 hands free. Within 5 seconds, you should have it locked in. Super easy. A little pan around to what we have on the inside. Right over there, as you can see, we have the panoramic roof with that safety support bar. So not that you ever want to be involved in an accident. If you are, then you don't have to worry about rollover. It's going to do its absolute best to keep you and your family safe. Speaking of safety, we now have the center armrest airbag. So that way you completely compartmentalize. You got your airbags over there, or over there, and over here. So it's a nice little compartment to keep you and your loved ones safe without having to bang into each other in the unfortunate situation something does happen. Let's get into some of these 360 cameras. What's great is you can, like you see, remote park the car. So if somebody has parked too close to you, you can pull out without even being in the vehicle if you're doing grocery shopping, or you can use, if the car is actually driving, use it to scan for a parking space. When it notifies you, then it'll do the rest. You name it, it can do as far as parking. Get this to close. What's great is the front camera will turn on if you ever get too close to an object. This will automatically pop up for peace of mind. Actually, let's just show you right now. Start driving. See this happen in action. As you can see, like that in real time. Thank goodness, or else the owner would not probably be loving that I just drove into a wall, especially while I'm on camera in here. But as you can see, it works fantastic. So you can use all these features safely and comfortably with Genesis. Right over here, let's interact with some more with the new thing on the steering wheel. So let's say that you did want to have that additional information. Press and pull that back up. So I'm going to zoom in, makes it a little bit easier to see. As you can see on the outlines that's not highlighted, what if you want the information to switch? Click this button right here to highlight that system, and then you can now interact with this. This now turns into a swipe capacity screen. So if I swipe up and down, you can see it correlates to the dots right over there. There's some more information, so you can scroll to the next one and see what music's going on. Navigation information if you had it listed. Tire pressure driven for a while. And that's just a little bit there, so you can choose whatever suits you best. Go into some more information over here. The HD radio is great because it basically has a few interesting features I love. So let's see if this will pop up from underneath this metal roof. So we'll see if it'll pick up the satellite radio information. This is almost like Gas Buddies built, or that you have people's phones built into the car. So you can see there all the nearest gas stations and fuel prices. If you're more keen on a certain brand, you can just go to a specific brand. Anything like that. This might not be working right now because the Genesis Connected Services is not active on this vehicle just yet. Speaking of that, that's the app with Genesis. That used to be a 3-year complimentary service before they start charging. Now the services is for life, except for the over-air updates on the map. That's just for 3 years because most everybody just uses the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So everything else that we offer is complimentary for life of ownership. Passenger talk works fantastic if you're looking to have a conversation. This actually, I know, is intended for children in the back row. But quite interesting enough, I had some couples and guests close to my father and my mother's age where retirees, and they're looking to have dinner with their friends. And what they said, one of the benefits of this they found is when it is active, it is significantly easier for them to have a conversation, and they're not missing out as much. That's what the gentleman told me. He feels like he's not missing out as much on the conversations in the rear. And then, of course, it picks it up and brings the voice back to you over here. It's fantastic. I can kind of hear myself echoing right now. It's weird. All right, let's turn that off. And you have the Amazon Music. Your seat you can mess with there. The massage seat button is built into the side, so when you're pressing it, you can adjust it for pelvis, waist, or whole body. A little bit of heat. It is the best. I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video on my channel. I am open for any input. If there's any questions you have, anything that you recommend, like, hey, I want to check out this, can you film this car next? Let me know. I'd be delighted to do that and get you more information. This is just a stunner. This color combo is gorgeous. Now, again, if this isn't your one, but you're loving everything else, we do have a significant amount of other color combinations we can work with because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and not everyone is for everybody, but this flows very elegantly together. Thank you so much again for taking the time to watch this first video about the GV80 with me. If there's anything else, again, like you'd like to see, several different models, also have some used cars on the lot. If there's anything special after I get through posting a bulk of the Genesis, I'll start adding those as well to see if any interest, probably in short form. If there's anything that you'd like to see besides that, any particular details, questions you have, let me know. I'd be delighted to walk through it and show you what we have. Again, my name is Noah Diaz over here with Driven by Diaz. I hope you have a fantastic evening. Take care. Stay blessed.